What's up guys, it's Gaz, welcome to the Warframe video. So today I'm going to be reading off those patch notes for the first hotfix of 2020, and it's a big doozy, so there's lots of stuff to go over. But first, before we get into that guys, I wanted to actually put a donation link down in the description for this video for wildfire prevention in Australia, because if you guys didn't know, there's been some really bad brush fires going on in Australia, and there's been like a lot of animals that have died. So I wanted to maybe just do what I can to try to help and get that information out there. There's a donation link down below, basically just for the disaster relief fund for Australia. And I know that you can't really, paying money doesn't replace all the animals that have died, but it's going to be more helpful than nothing. Okay, so I'm going to put that down there, guys. Feel free to check it out. No pressure, of course, but yeah, I just want to put that down there. And yeah, let's get into those patch notes. Okay. So at the top, she's saying that we basically make an update in January every year to try and fix the stuff people were complaining about over the holidays. That the basic gist of what she's saying right here. And 7 years ago, they reworked Ember in January. All right, first changes. We've got halved fighter armor in Railjack missions. They also reduced the health on some of these guys too. Enemy fighters in Railjack had too much armor, meaning your weapons didn't feel really good. So, as you can see, 300 armor on the flak down to 150, 350 on the elite flak down to 175, Tactus to 125, elite Tactus, blah blah blah. So it's basically, they're showing right here. Besides the Outrider went from 800 to 300. That's actually more than half, or less than half rather. And yeah, they also reduced the flak's health from 250 to 375, and then the Tactus reduced it by 100 as well. Also right here, guys, they've nerfed Saren's Toxic Lash and Rhino's Roar, working on the Railjack weapons. I believe that Garuda's passive, they didn't mention they nerfed it here. People have been telling me that Mirage's Eclipse ability also works here too. So maybe those still work. I have not played the update yet, so I'll have to test it out later today. But yeah, they did nerf Rhino's Roar and Saren's Toxic Lash, working on the cruise ship, or the Railjack abilities. Okay, that's the only mentioned nerfs right there at the top. Now the next change. All battle avionics are now potential drops from elite fighters in deep space. Also, the new permanent markers on avionics, you'll now ensure none go unclaimed because you'll see them. So that makes it sound like every avionic can drop from the Veil proxy event now. So as long as they don't nerf Guyane Point being the best farm spot, you should be able to get every avionic there now, since they've changed it. Now Munitions Vortex comes from Elite Exo Tactus and the Elite Gyre Tactus. I don't even know what Countermeasures does. That comes from these guys as well. Blackout Pulse, I've never even heard of that before. Comes from the Elite Exo Tactus. The Elite Exo Tactus looks like he's got quite a few drops now. These are all elite enemies. Seeker Volley, Shatter Burst, Particle Ram, Tether. Void Hole comes from the Elite Exo Flak now. And then Fiery Phoenix, which I've never actually seen, is from the Elite Exo Cutter. So yeah, it should be easier to get these mods if you have access to the Guyane Point now. Weapon and proc adjustments. So the idea of one damage type to rule them all is the one we wanted to avoid in Railjack's early days. We are rebalancing certain types of damage to ensure there's balanced choices. The armor change in conjunction with this means that there's a combined effort of finding the right place for all damage types, not just one leader. Please bear with us as we navigate this particular space. With your help, hopefully everyone will get to put their favorites from their arsenal to use. Okay, that's not making me hopeful reading that, but let's keep going. Decrease the effectiveness of the particle proc, but increase its duration. So particle proc is basically a slash proc in space. So with the Cygnus, with the slash mod, Zodiac Shred I believe it's called, you get lots of particle procs, which is the technical term for it. So reduced to 7.5 damage bonus per hit. Still stacks and lasts 20 seconds. Exponential growth and short duration meant this was far more beneficial to rapid fire guns than anything else. Basically, particle proc is like condition overload. You keep stacking it up and up and up, and it goes ridiculous. It used to have a higher or a higher damage increase apparently. Now it's 7.5% damage per hit. Shouldn't be a big problem if you have like a multi-shot Riven for your Cygnus. This still should be really good. Yeah, moving on. Also, we need to test how it feels with the reduced armor and health. You might just be able to use like a crit gun and not have to rely on this particle proc at all now. We'll be testing this stuff later today, guys. Increase the effectiveness of the incendiary proc, but reduces duration. Double the damage per tick, but half the duration. Same total damage, but in less time to feel more relevant. So maybe fire damage becoming incendiary will feel more useful? We'll see. They also buffed the incendiary gun for the Railjack, so that might become pretty strong. We'll see. We'll see. I have to see so. Pulsar series. So that's the electric gun. It's like an electric hit scan gun, like beam-wise. Increase the base damage, increase the fall-off range. So since they reduced the armor of those fighters, guys, this might be really good. I have to get a good roll on these, and I will let you guys know how I feel about them. These extremely precise weapons, we're having trouble competing with the other options available. Increased damage by about 10%, increased effective range should make them more viable roll. Okay, cool. I'm excited to try those out. I have to get a good roll on them. Photor series. This is like the heat laser guns, pretty much on your Railjack ship. Increase the fall-off range. Extra range, and these are also benefiting directly from the improved incendiary status effect. Still, these should be okay. If they buff the status effect, this should be better. And they reduce the armor. These could, potentially, the Photor and Pulsar might become really strong. I'm excited to try this out. Especially because they're nerfing the Cryophon. Cryophon series, damage reduced, and increased fall-off range. Reducing the armor on the fighters made these capable of killing every enemy in a single hit. Okay? This brings them back in line at the intended time to kill. Please bear in mind we are actively watching player stats and collecting feedback, and are willing to iterate on balance. So they nerfed the Cryophon, guys. I didn't look at how much damage I have now. I had 15,000-ish damage before per shot. There's no actual numbers here. We're going to go to the dojo while I'm recording this video to see what numbers we have now on the Cryophon. But I'm going to keep reading. Zekdi House. Reduce the heat accretion for all Zekdi weapons variants apart from Cryophon. Okay, so they know Cryophon's the only gun people want to use, so they're going to be targeting that one now. The house trades more heat for more damage, but it felt like too much heat for the amount of extra damage you got. Compared to the baseline weapon, Zekdi now offers 50% more damage for double heat instead of quadruple heat. So it used to be quadruple heat before. Now it's double heat. Okay. I think I have a lot of Zekdi guns anyway, so... Okay, my Vidar... Wow. Okay. Looks like they nerfed it pretty hard, actually. Let's make sure that's not showing the mods. It says 6,000 damage right there. Okay, it should show the numbers here. I feel like this is showing the UI wrong, guys, but we're going to show the Cryophon how it is right now. So my Zekdi Mark III Cryophon does 7,000 damage, and my Levon one, my Vidar Cryophon does 7,100. And that's with Hyperstrike equipped? That's with Hyperstrike equipped. That looks like a 50% damage nerf, or more. Let me make sure the UI is not bugged out, because it definitely did a lot more damage before. Okay. Did they really half the damage? It's not bugged, that's the damage numbers. Gigantic Cryophon nerf. Gigantic. Huge nerf. It's like half damage now. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so Zekdi weapons do 50% more damage but have double heat. Okay, cool. Rush Repair Drone removed from the market. F me for buying 500 plat worth of them. We are removing the option to buy the Rush Repair Drone and leaving it as only a reward at the end of the missions. No longer an in-world drop due to secondary security concerns. Okay, people were bug exploiting that apparently. We are doing this based on feedback that is a purchasing option. It feels too unfair of an advantage. While it technically abides by our rule of pay for time, it bypasses a huge segment of the Railjack resource costs. You can still pay to rush repairs once you've contributed resources, but you can no longer outright bypass the entire experience by purchasing them on the market. You'll continue to use rush repair drones as a reward, just not as a market item. So, no more rush repair drones in the market. They decided it was not good after people spent thousands and thousands and thousands of plat on that. Me personally probably spent 400, 500 plat on my Railjack ship, all on rush repair drones. None of that was like me buying a skin. And I'm sure plenty of people are in the same boat. They're like, I don't want to wait like 3 days or however long it's going to take me to get all this titanium and asterite, all that. That's just removed now. I don't know where you get these from. They might have added this to an end of mission reward now. But they said they removed it from the rare containers drops because people were abusing that. So that's a big change here, guys. Rush repair drones don't no longer exist in the market. They'll probably do those for like Twitch drops, is my guess. Moving on, double the chance of increase of obtaining wreckage from the end of mission rewards. Doubling the chance from 2% to 4% is what it sounds like. This increase will help you acquire more pieces so you can pick up and choose what you want to keep. However, we need to reduce the chance of obtaining relics to accommodate the wreckage increase. That's okay, don't you worry. I think it's going to be totally fine if the relic chance goes down by 2%. I think that's quite alright. Permanent in-world markers have added avionics and salvage in Railjack when they drop. This will allow you to always know where the loot is on the battlefield. Okay, let's actually not brush over that. Double the increase of wreckage from end of mission rewards. If you guys remember, I'm sure you do remember this, the very difficult to get Vidar reactor, that's the only source in the entire game, is the end of mission rewards. It used to be a 2% drop before. Now if they doubled it, it's a 4% drop. I would hope they would put the 5% at least, but hey, apparently it's 4, according to these patch notes. Doubling 2 is 4, not 5. So that's probably not going to really help much, honestly. That's a pretty major. It's not a really major change. You know what I mean? Like they could have definitely bumped it up to 10 for you getting wreckage from the guy endpoint or whatever. We'll see if that really softens the pain point of the reactor farm, which is I still don't have a good reactor, guys. I play the game a lot. I still don't have a good reactor, so that's too bad. They only did that much. Asteroid resource pickup now reward twice the amount of asteroid. Okay, that's good. That was something that was the new annoying titanium resource people were talking about is asteroid. So you got double that now. Your squad overlay is now visible when in various Railjack modes, pilot, weapon, etc. I don't even know what that means. Is it this thing right here they're talking about? Squad status. Added the squad status to Railjack in the squad overlay. I didn't know this even existed. So you can see what people are doing, apparently. So that guy's the gunner, I'm guessing. He's the pilot. I don't know what the Excalibur icon's supposed to mean. I didn't even know that existed. Cool. That probably is a bug fix that weren't seeing it before. These icons show what your squad mates are doing, including the pilot, the gunner, the cannon, omni-tool, arc-wing, a point of interest, engineering, fighting a boarding team in slingshot. Okay, there's lots of them then. Okay. That's somewhat helpful. Intrinsic points can no longer be gained once all available intrinsics are maxed out. If you are already above maximum, your additional points have not been lost. Okay. So people that were stockpiling intrinsic points for the commands tree had like 500, 1,000 stockpiled. I bet you were almost crapping your pants when I started reading this one off. No, you don't lose any of the points you've already earned. So, but you can't go above capacity. So, for example, since I'm at 8, 8, 8, 8, if I got to 10, 10, 10, 10, I could not put any more points into here and have them sticking around. So, I'd have to get to 10, 10, 10, 10 before I could start stockpiling more for the future. So, but people who have already done that, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Also, doesn't look like they're nerfing Elvira, by the way. Alright, so I'm going to breeze over these changes quickly. Railjack minimap is now fully visible. Better center the Railjack pilot HUD camera. Added new force feedback to all weapon and missile launchers. Okay, let me just see if we got any TLDR right here. Fixed Grenier cruise ship's console disabling the shield when exiting the hack without completing. The whole really fast strat I was using, you're gonna need to use ciphers again, basically. They removed that. Fixed cruise ship healing bubble not being seen or affected by clients. Hooray. Fix the bug, where intrinsics could be kept on the board, which was never intended. Okay. The Ivara farm is gone. You need to complete the mission if you want to do the Ivara farm, and the Rhino farm got nerfed out of existence. So that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. That's the TLDR of the good shit. Thank you, Wayreth, and my Discord server for finding that out for me. Fixed bug where intrinsics could be kept on mission abort. Never intended. I still got my points. I didn't get banned. You guys didn't get banned either, unless you are abusing rush repair drones, probably. So yeah, if you want to look at every little line here, I'm going to post the patch notes in the description down below along with the donation link for Australia. And then they fixed Railjack Engineering 10 not working for there's lots of changes in here, and it's a lot of lines to read. So I'm going to let you guys take that one over if you want to get the nitty gritty. Some general changes down here. We've got the this wisp thing where she can basically run around with melee weapons now. What is this? Gift cat? So now, like, if you like, this is like the Gunsum video from the other day. You can fly around with your melee weapon as Wisp. So that's really cool. It looks nice. Because, like, I mean, one of the reasons I play Wisp is because she flies around. It looks really cool. So that's a good change. That's in the game now, apparently. I'll have to try that out. And then as far as the rest of the stuff, it's like, I mean, Daikyu arrows. Like, it's like energy colors not working on certain weapons. I'm glad that people find these things and post them, because I never would have noticed that. I never noticed the Quelor didn't have energy color changes. Yeah, guys, so the Ivara farm doesn't exist unless you complete the mission now. The Rhino farm doesn't exist unless you go back in time. The Cryophon got nerfed, the Pulsar and the Photor got buffed. Enemy armor values are halved, some of their health values are reduced. Now the Battle Avionics... Oh, only Battle Avionics are dropped from the Elite Fighters now in Deep Space. Or are added this... Okay, so all the Battle Avionics can be farmed from Veil Termina now. Or Veil Proxima. I figured out what Veil Termina is. Veil Termina is a boss from Kirby, and that's why I keep saying that. Or actually, his name's Void Termina, and I keep saying Veil Termina. Either way, lots of good changes here. The rush repair drone thing is a bit odd. There must have been some people who are like really, really abusing. Like, this is my guess. They got an instance with a rare container with a rush repair drone in it. People were loading into the mission, finding some way to invite more than 3 people to the mission, and getting like everyone in the entire clan in the rush repair drone for free. So that would mean everybody in that entire clan was getting a 50 plat discount pretty much, and that's a no-go from DE. 100 people with 50 plat, like that's like 5,000 plat pretty much. That they don't want to be given away for free. So I can understand it from that point of view. I want to see where we're getting these from now. They said it's an end of mission reward. I've never even seen it as an end of mission reward. They might have added that today. We'll see. They did took a really long time updating the drop tables last time. So yeah, it's definitely a very interesting update, I'd say. They have not addressed any of the sentient anomaly complaints, none of the Kuva Lich complaints. They did say that the next couple weeks we'll be focusing on Railjack and Empyrean as a whole. Also, I really hope I'm seeing this wrong, but this looks like a 50% damage nerf on the Cryophon, guys. That's huge. If the enemies have half the armor, maybe it won't even matter, but still. That's a big bummer. Got a 1.5 crit multiplier in here. Okay. 2x multiplier in this one. Alright, I'm gonna go, like, do some stuff and, like, maybe buy some groceries, and then I'm gonna get a stream started so we can test some of this stuff out. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully they made it more fun with this update. And hopefully you guys are having fun with this update as well. Like I said, this is only on PC currently, and we will be getting more hotfixes soon, guys. I'm not expecting one tomorrow, but I am expecting one, like, early next week, once they sort some stuff out. Additionally, they said there's no plans for big updates right now. They're just planning on fixing Empyrean for the time being. So, no current wars. There are no current plans for the new war or Daviri. My guess is Daviri will be at TennoCon, to be honest, which you've already seen, but like whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna cut you guys off here. The patch notes are in the description, as well as that donation link for Red Cross in Australia. Definitely no pressure there, guys. Just wanted to let you guys know it's available. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time, and yeah, take it easy, of course. Hope that these changes were good for you. Some of them were pretty good for me. Please like, share, subscribe, and check out that Twitch channel, twitch.tv/gaz_ttv. Peace, guys.